Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. I want to talk about silver's price today. It has substantially dropped over the last couple days. It is around $18.25 right now, and a couple days ago it was around the mid $19 range. I actually did make a video the other day when this was happening, saying that there is definitely a possibility of a correction, and if there is going to be a correction, not to be too worried. Don't panic sell. Don't start, doing irrational, very impulsive decisions, because that is how to definitely lose your profits. When I was making that video, I was talking about the reality of a correction, because it's not natural for any type of investment to just keep going up. There has to be dips, there has to be sell-offs. A lot of people are capitalizing on some funds, and as long as it's gradually going up over a period of time, over a certain time span, that's a healthy market. A correction is actually healthy for precious metals right now, and that's what we're definitely seeing. Also, certain things in the economy happening was reassuring people, whether it was the US-China trade wars trying to resolve the issues, which also gave people a little more sense of security and a little more of that satisfaction. When there's more fear in the economy, spreading more panic, that doom state, mind state that gets so rapidly carried around the globe on a global scale, it can definitely drive people towards precious metals. But a lot of people aren't in it for the same reasons as fundamental as most silver stackers, so they're also just as quick, if not quicker, to get out of the markets. Now, right now, this is all this means is silver is being able to be purchased for cheaper, so you can definitely take advantage of this. When I was reading one of the articles the other day, the article was mentioning the same thing, that when a correction does happen, this is a perfect opportunity to buy silver for cheap, possibly one last time before the next rally, which could be holding the place of silver for a longer period of time. So these might be the best times to buy silver prices, or to buy silver right now, as prices are dropping back down a little bit. Now, the gold to silver ratio is still something you want to be looking at and observing, because that will be very, very promising indicators on the direction that precious metals will be going over the next few months. Also, the holiday seasons are coming up ahead, so there's going to be a lot of opportunity to be getting some higher premium silver for some decent prices. Now, I'm curious where you guys think silver is going to be heading in the near future, more particularly ending the year of 2019. I still hold my ground when I say that silver definitely has potential to reach $25 by Thanksgiving, mainly because there's still so many factors at play that will be influencing silver's price in the next few months coming. So, as we are speaking from a terms of a more bullish market, the support and resistance levels are still being met to some degree. I think the next resistance level is around high $17, low 18. But I still do think that regardless, silver will be in the stronger market for the next few months. Now, when I'm looking into the year 2020, this is going to be a whole new ball game. The sky is the limit for silver. Not trying to be a silver pumper, not saying that silver is going to be exploding to $100, but I definitely think that 2020 is a very strong year for silver prices and for precious metals overall. We have the 2020 presidential election. We still have the silver supply, the production of it, which is diminishing. So the demand will be, definitely giving silver supply a run for its money. We saw silver shortages all through this year. Also, even when it was $15, but as it becomes more profitable, hopefully miners will be starting to focus more on that. When I'm looking at it from a political standpoint, depending on if things get resolved or not, it's going to be heavily influenced upon precious metals price, and not only just precious metals, but every other investment as well, whether it's real estate, whether it's stocks or cryptocurrency. We do see a little bit of a boom in the cryptocurrency world right now, which could also be influencing silver's price jumping back down a little bit, because people are looking for that next quick buck that they can flip. This is also interesting to think about when it comes in terms of an investment as a whole, because this really shows that people don't care about the fundamental value of an investment or of an asset. They're really just in it to whatever makes money the quickest. Now, obviously, this is not corresponding to everyone. There is a lot of people that find, precious metals to be the only type of, actual investment. A lot of people do focus mainly on precious metals. Maybe a lot of people, well, actually, I guess there is some people that diversify into different things. I know a lot of people do rent out real estate. A lot of other people do focus on stocks and even the paper side of it as well. So when we're looking at the paper side of, the precious metals world, the ETF side, 99% of people that are investing in precious metals do invest into the ETF side of it, which is a huge market. Think about, that's only 1% of people buying the physical bullion. So there is a huge market for the exchange traded funds, and this also should correlate to these prices when it comes in terms to profitability, or if it starts to become more bearish, because right now the people that are in the ETF side of it are not making funds whatsoever. The physical bullion people are more in this for the long haul, so the everyday prices don't matter as much. That's something to really think about, and I want to talk about this a little bit, because for us precious metal stackers that like the physical bullion, of course right now silver's price really doesn't matter. It's just a chance to buy it for cheaper and hold on to it for the long term. But imagine if you're in it for the ETF side of it, where you are trading this almost like a stock market. Your perspective, your opinion on it's going to be much different, much more influenced, a lot quicker thoughts, and a lot quicker, lot of more action being taken place behind the scenes, since it is more of a, of a trading aspect, a trading perspective behind it. So think about that, and also think about how this could be speculative compared to silver's price. So anyways, though, when I'm also bringing up the ETF side of it, and when I'm talking about, cryptocurrencies influence and the political side of it, the whole aspect, the whole fundamental value of precious metals and all the different directions you can go, I do want to make sure that you guys understand the point that silver is valuable in the opportunity, the potential that's behind it. It really is priceless. There's no other asset, there's no other investment that has the same potential that precious metals do, that precious metals offer to the society, to the economy on a global scale. Now, whether U.S.-China trade wars does get resolved or not is going to be affecting price, so I will stay tuned with that. I'll try to find as many articles as I can. Stock market volatility is also going to be heavily, incorporated, whether precious metals perform stronger or weaker over the next couple weeks and months, because there will be a lot of people probably returning to stocks if they do start to gain popularity again. That was one of the main factors that drove people into precious metals, was stock market volatility was extremely low. People were not making money with stocks, so they wanted to find a quick investment that will shoot, their profits up, and that was precious metals during the time. Now, right now, as prices are lower, people are getting out of the markets because they are worried that it's going to keep going down, usually from a panic selling standpoint. But think of all the people that have been getting into the silver world around $19.50 price, when it was $19.48. These people, if they are selling, they're already losing $1 per ounce. And on a larger scale, that could cost them thousands of dollars they've just lost in the red due to that impulsive, irrational decision making. So if you are going to be selling, or whether you're buying, make sure you do it smart and with a safety net, with a game plan, with a strategy. You don't want to just go into it blindly, putting your emotional attachment, because that's when you can get blindsided, and it really is a tricky thing to do. You want to be buying or selling in increments, and also have a game plan, setting standards, setting some type of boundary on prices you're willing to buy at and sell at, and stick to them. If you're not going to buy any higher than $19.25, then don't. If you're not going to sell anything less than $18.50, then don't. Hold off, be patient, and wait for that opportunity, because I'm sure that it will come. 9 times out of 10, silver prices will rise again, and 9 times out of 10, there's going to be a correction again as well. So there's always times to buy and sell, as long as you are willing to wait and be patient enough to collect those funds and make that, promise to yourself. It's a whole different thing to say you will, but then when the time actually comes where you're in the heat of that situation, it's a lot harder to actually stick to it, because that emotional attachment is so strong of a pull, and it really can make you think irrationally in the heat of the moment. So be careful with that. I've made videos covering that when it comes in terms of buying and selling. Also being able to set boundaries for yourself, because a lot of people probably just did lose money. Also, a lot of people probably made money over the last couple months. So the people that bought silver at $15, cashing out, capitalizing from those profits when it was at that $19.48 range. I'm sure a lot of people did make some decent money. I still think it was too early to sell. I think that in the next couple months, silver's price can go even higher. So as long as you're patient enough, then you will be reaping the rewards as long as you are willing to wait that long, which a lot of people don't. They have that instant gratification. They want that money right now, and they're going to have to pay the cost, no pun intended. So I'm curious where you think silver's price is going to go. Do you think this correction is going to be dropping lower, or do you think that this is near the bottom and we're going to see it start to pull back up again? I'm also curious what else in the economy or what else politically is going to be affecting silver's price over the next couple months. The Hong Kong situation, stock market volatility, US-China trade wars, supply and demand. What is it going to be? I'm also curious to see where the strength of the dollar lies between all this as well, how it correlates to the price. But anyways, I'm going to wrap that video up here. If you do enjoy this video, or if you did enjoy it, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. I post daily videos. I also posted another video today, so go check that out as well. I know you guys are going to dig it. Anyways, this was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys soon. Peace.